Welcome back. It's been a few days, but not too much has changed. We'll check up on the young birds in a minute. That's probably the only thing that's really sort of changed. What's going on here? I've had a bit of pink mineral grit and pink minerals and the grit. I generally separate them half and half at the moment just because I don't have too many of these little bowls. But they all mix it together, so they're a bit of a pain sometimes, but it's all good. Let's have a look at these birds. Barless hen, she's still looking good, just cruising. Moo, she's just chilling. And then obviously Big John Snow, who's strutting around showing off that he is the boss of the loft at the moment. It's been very noisy. It's been down in this corner and it's been over in this one as well, because he's actually paired up with that barless hen and they've been mating and carrying on, so I don't think that's going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen at the moment, so it's all good. I know Big Thumper over there, he's starting to go through the molt a bit. You can see he's a bit gruffy looking around the face. So he's having a bit of a rough time, but hopefully he'll pass through that and turn out really nice like his half brother. Because you come out of the molt very well. Yes, I'm talking about you. Let's go and have a look at these little chicks anyway. So all that horrible weather's gone, which is good. We're going back to some nice warm days. Behaving yourself in here. Now, the colour's actually starting to come through on these guys. And it's very interesting. These guys are quite tame anyway, but what's wrong? This one's actually quite a heavy grizzle on this one, I would say. You can see it all across the back there. So it's going to be interesting to see what this one looks like when it comes out. Gets through that final molt. And this one's actually turned out to be a checker. So I thought it might have been a bluebell, might have been another one like Moo, but yeah, turned out to be a little bit of a checker, which is pretty cool, something a little bit different, but very heavily pied. Probably a lot more white on this one than actually Moo itself, so be quite a stunning bird when this one's up. But yeah, quite big chicks as well. These seem to be quite a similar size at the moment. This one might be a little bit bigger. Seems to be that this hen throws one big chick and one little chick, which Jon Snow's the bigger one, and also Thumper is the bigger one out of those last two rounds. I think this one might be the bigger one out of this round, so be interesting to see. Let's go down and have a look at the other guys. So here's our probably favourite pair when it comes to good birds. The other ones are more all over the place, but these ones are definitely probably my two better birds paired together. Big Leo and Storm, so be interesting to see how these little guys turn out. These guys are got a bit more attitude. They're always chomping and clicking at me and carrying on, but both come along quite nicely. Getting quite big still. Not 100% sure what they might be. Might be a blue bar and checker still, but we'll be able to tell probably by next week. Okay. These guys are thinking about setting on babies again. Or actually, all three of these pairs have been mating and preening and feeding each other again, so I think they're all about to go down on eggs again soon. But these guys These are absolute clinkers. Look at these. Look how well they've come out. Very clean, nice blue bars with the white flights. Very beautiful. Very similar, I think. I think that, you know, probably almost identical. But they are very beautiful little chicks, these ones. Get them out, and they're actually quite big too. Hey. Come on. These ones are very friendly too, which is good. Yeah, how about your food bowl? Hey. So there's all my feed. I just generally feed from day to day all the birds. And then I have the much fattier version in here, which has got quite a lot more safflower. There's actually a lot of pigeon pellets in this one too, which is also good. They seem to really like them. But today we are going to add some peanuts. They go nuts over these things, which is good. Not too many, just a little bit in there. And today, there's a little bit of garlic oil in there as well. Very tight, that lid. Just mix it in around, and those seeds need something to mix it with. Look at them, they're just going through picking all the peanuts out. Look at them, another peanut. I love the peanuts. Look at her. You're a little bit of a hog. You're fighting over him now. Hey, come on, share. I'm still trying to find some small peanuts. You wouldn't think it would be that hard, but it just is a bit hard around here. But these guys love the peanuts. For some reason you like standing in there. Come on. That one's just a little bit too difficult for you. Over here. So pretty much because we might be starting to build on this block next year sometime, and basically the build time for houses is probably about 16 to 25 weeks. If all goes ahead, as long as there's no hidden surprises in building or site developments, then we will be in that property next year sometime. It's a bit of a problem because it's going to sort of get in the way with the race season. So I've got two options. We only race a couple of races, or we send a whole bunch of these young birds over to the one Loft race. It's quite big. I think there's about 1,250 birds that race in that race, and there's up to $300,000 in prize money, and it's all live too, so everyone can jump on the website and have a look at it. So might be an option that we might actually send some of these young birds over to this race, because the intake is starting next month, and then they've got 2 more intakes I think there's one in maybe December, and then there's another one in the beginning of next year. So it's definitely an option, especially if we are going to move the loft at some point in that race season. That's pretty much just going to stop us anyway. So some options. I'm definitely leaning towards sending a few birds over to the one loft race, because these birds are going to be competitive as any, and so will Leos and Storms babies as well. They'll be quite competitive, so it'll be interesting to see. We've got options, so let me know what you think. I'm quite happy to send them over. Anyway, I'm going to catch you guys later. Don't forget, hit some comments down below and that subscribe button. So I'll catch you guys later.